My name is Stacy Webb, and I am the Intake and Eligibility Specialist here at the Sandusky County Board of DD. I have been an SSA going on 6 years now, and when I first started out in this position, I was an SSA that had a caseload of individuals that would coordinate services for them and do what I could to help them achieve their goals. Probably a few years back, I transitioned into the Intake and Eligibility Specialist role. So it's new to me, and I love this role because I get to meet so many individuals and so many families that I know the majority of the people that we serve here at the county board because of my position. So I really love this transition that I made into the Intake and Eligibility Specialist, and I'm happy that I made that choice. When someone is referred to the county board, I'm the first person that they meet and talk to, and I am the person who will walk you through the entire process. I know that it seems very overwhelming when we look at the initial paperwork and I start explaining the process. It could seem like a lot, but I am here to help break it down, and I'm with you step by step. I am available at all times to be there and support you through this process so that it feels less overwhelming and less daunting, and I'm available for any questions. When someone is first referred to our services, it could be as simple as someone calling the county board just with questions, or it could be a family member that is referring an individual. So the first step is just that initial phone call. Then I will reach out to an individual, to the family, and explain the process. And what that process is we consider it a two-step process. So the first step is a qualifying diagnosis. So I will work with the family, with the doctors, with the schools to get documentation of that diagnosis. The second step is an assessment. The initial assessments that I complete with individuals are called either the co-EDI or the OEDI. And there are two different assessments that pretty much are just based on age. So depending on how old you are would depend on the assessment. So the questions are really geared towards that age and the individual. So this assessment looks at what an individual does on their own and the kind of stuff that they need help with. This initial assessment is not only needed for eligibility, but it's a great foundation to build for future services within the county board because it gives us a really good picture of what services and supports the individual might need once they are eligible for our services. Once the eligibility process is complete with me, an individual would be assigned to an SSA who will kind of continue that assessment and evaluation piece. Those terms sound pretty official, but really what the assessment is just continuing to get to know the individual. So through that process, we will learn what's important to the individual, so the things that they like to do, their likes, their dislikes. We'll also learn what's important for the individual. So maybe it's someone who needs some more medical supports than someone else might. So while my official assessment may end, the assessment process will just continue and be ongoing as soon as the person is involved with our services.